for beba besraw nso ade beso mo special ice mineral water sani makom yenu e na aso asena nondu kasebo yede beso bo yewi a mpanifo besi nkonwa na mo de nkomotwetwe akamo na ya yeso anwumre me Kwame Owusu eduomime ne
enim adona concern Ghana man penise John Dramani Mama chese Ghana man to abama no se ohweso no da o mase wadana ni e de akye bromantema kentampo enokopie ni na ne se wakwada o mase akye se nyoma binya bi se akwan ne nyoma ogidi se na ban bituma ye de abo mo no ode ho sem atudwa
No East region will not be left behind. Under the Big Push agenda, Cabinet is finalizing approval for major infrastructural projects, many of which are earmarked for this region. And I want to say that under the Big Push, we are prioritizing roads because the state of our roads is in a very deplorable condition. So for the first year, the Minister of Finance has provided almost 15 billion cedis to be invested in improving our road network across the whole of the country. As I said, we are focusing particularly on roads that are critical for agriculture, trade, and access to essential services. In the Bono East region, the roads that we are targeting include the Asweye-Mesidan Road, the Ofuman to Wenchi Road, the Sunyani to Nkuranza Road, the Techiman Wenchi Road, the Atebubu Kajeji Road, and then also to complete the Kintampo to Prang Road, the Ejura to Atebubu Road, and Busunya to Atebubu Road. There are other roads that we'll also be working on that are not yet included on this list. These roads, when completed, will open up the region, improve market access for farmers, and reduce travel time and transport costs. As stated in the NDC 2024 manifesto, we're also committed to redesigning and constructing outer ring roads in major cities across the country. The outer ring roads will target cities like Accra, Kumasi, Tamale, Takrade, Sunyani, and Techiman. For Techiman, which is a major transit point on the N10 highway, work has begun to open up the proposed 54-kilometer outer ring road. The Department of Urban Roads has initiated engineering surveys and design works to prepare the way for full construction to begin. This project will decongest the central business district of Techiman and enhance road safety for residents and travelers alike. The ring road would allow the big, heavily loaded trucks that are going to Burkina Faso and other northern destinations, instead of passing through the center of Techiman, they'll use the outer ring road and continue on their journey.
Ya to akase won so na ekopiem e omrahye bedwafie e ho na dom kuma omokasamafo eye honorable Afenyo Makin ono na edi don kuma nanim e omrahye bedwafie enei wakasa achemu se kwan a yokofo e de chairman no ntumi e faso no enya de se e fa kwan mu omonhwe na ne bill condition omode amano no omonhwe na omonte so de be ya chairman ntumi betimi enya ne fa hodi.
So our friends in the media, you are always there to promote and support democracy. As the Chief Whip said, we are protesting and we will not be part of deliberations on the floor. We are walking straight to Yoko in solidarity with our chairman that enough is enough. We expect you, the media, to accompany us. We are not going to sit in our cars. We are walking. We want the whole country to know and see and witness the injustice, the excesses in the exercise of discretionary power. They're doing it to the Chief Justice. They are now doing it to Wontumi. We don't know who next. So we need to tell the government that it should rather focus on governance and stop this arrest. In any event, we are not against accountability, but accountability must be done through due process, through the rule of law, through respecting the rights of persons involved. Iyoko cannot claim that the person who is being investigated should bring 50 million worth of property before he gets bail. When you know this person with a fixed place of abode, you know the person as a public figure who will not run away, especially when he made himself available to the police and you use Rambo style to arrest him. Enough is enough. So please, media, join us as we walk to Yoko. Thank you so much.
Now, what's answer mu and Brashibidwe New German for Quesimin team water crade, Patemo, Ura Fifi back one day, so to just say, Ura for the market as of no candy, Wakanda, we do baby. This are 70 beer and a sassmo cano, a bit to me a quack, and tibet to me, and no, and there was MPP when you cool mano, a general send a bear, se caught the to me basse sika, you quabono, sent to Subi or her, and a bit to me a quacucha.
Parliament or represent Ghana. Inti sebibia ot them or kodo na onya. In fact, with the speaker in the chair no, or madukwan no or the king or the chair there, the madia or kodi onye ebenazina am miss menyene yagin. Adam menyene yagin day. Look, or they yet to me move to a new era. Onye day. Say Iyoko Wachi will be say one man bailer. The law says that say Emma will be bailer. You give reasons. If you are in man bail obogwan, if you are in Pakono obokwa commit another offense. If you are an offense na wa commit, if you obokwa intercept another or the nyame bi besiesi ayer sarenka. But insofar as it decided that man bail, the bail should not be onerous. After all, bail some no yard oluchio. Yeah, I did work there, carefully scanning na fabra, or ya did ordinity do. Inti so to me deba, a bamo wakufi. Inti abedintina, manu, ada, obotum na wakufi, no webe yinuano. If you think you have a case, for me, that's my belief. If say Iyoko Washishim, where you want investigation, you deem it right, there beba demi pakuni bail, yeah. No, the bail should not be onerous, or today, ma amma bail kra. For me, I agree in principle with the minority stance. Look, here now we stand, the risk of some of these excesses. I call it excesses because it shouldn't be capricious. You have agreed to grant the person bail. So grant the person bail or you're reasonable. I'll be able to you're reasonable. And brothers, the ceremony bail now. Only though a two honorers are them kra. That's one I agree. But the stance now, Parliament, I believe that Honorable Afenyo Makin is a senior lawyer, and he knows. Tidema, the speaker, he knows that if somebody's right is being trampled upon, the Constitution provides an avenue. So you go to court, and you ask your Iyoko. So why don't you go to court? Because if you think that fundamental rights of somebody enshrined in the Constitution is being trampled upon now, you go to the High Court. If you go to court, the court would listen to you and say that, look, this is unreasonable. And so the court will do a justice to it. Because your government or arrest, it's a state institution. And we must allow institutions to work. It is a German institutions why a Juma. Na say Iyoko Walidi Juma na what they are today. That one, all of us in unison, or they it is not right. However, there are channels of solving these issues, and they have lawyers. They know that go through the legal process than saying that you are boycotting Parliament. It's what's one bar for 15 days. na ya hwemo obesi. But it is a political, one so what the fame ho.
Oswafa ono na hwe mfidi Juma Semso Honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare enei wapao abadwoko a omo na ebehwe na omadandan nyoma Ghana Free Zones Authority afi Ghana Heavy Equipment Limited wapao sabadwoko ni nyina ya enei omo hwe omo adwuma ase.
Na dwumadie kakra omoje hye so ewo asoye honom na woswafo yi edeto empanyufo a ye de adwuma yi ahye omonsa mekire Ghana Free Zones Board se omonye adwuma ni yie pa mo fa adwuma ni nto makomapono so na omonhwe se adwuma ni mpuntuo no ebekoyi oswafo yi no wasanso titenani ema Free Zones Board ose omonim de ene omusua hunu nyina omonfa mapono so na ne ye papa no omontimi nya emfa mo adwuma no.
The law governing free zones makes it mandatory for the minister responsible for trade, agribusiness and industry to chair the board. I think because of the important role free zones play at the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, and more importantly to Ghana's investment opportunities. And so the law, usually you could be a member, but the law places the minister as the chair. So we're going to do what the law says we should do. We'll take our oath of office, all of us, taking it together.
Na edru Ghana Heavy Equipment Board for so oswafo yi ekasa ye say omonso nya adwumaden na automobile industry we ye memu no mundane ani kura ma enipa bebre mfiri mumra na afenso emie enwuma ma emmebuno.
Ghana Heavy Equipment Limited is a very viable company that has the potential of turning things around. I'm happy that you've been carefully selected. It used to have some contracts that they have lost over the years. I want to see an aggressive drive to have it back. I'm happy to say that we already started the discussion and I'm waiting for the board to come to deepen it and then bring it to a closure. Whatever contract you enter into, I am not looking for exclusivity. I'm looking for Ghana Heavy Equipment dealing with more companies for efficiency so that you can even hire more people. The agenda of the president is to make sure that we create jobs for our teeming youth. Now, the auto industry, the machinery industry is receiving a great boom. So I hope that you'll be able to bring more companies to bear to assemble the things that they do. I'm looking forward to seeing a Ghana Heavy Equipment that turns the fortunes of Ghana around, that is able to create jobs for our teeming youth, and that is able to make dividends. Very, very, very self-sufficient. And then we can say that you were elected, you came, and you conquered.
Board Chairman Emma Ghana Heavy Equipment Board Ensun Samuel Detwaso Eni.
I want to assure him of our full support to make sure that we revamp Ghana Heavy Equipment Limited and make sure when that name is mentioned, it will ring bells in our country. We want to also carry on the project of making sure that the president's vision is truly achieved by making sure employment opportunities are created for the youth.
Yeto asem so akoso afọ hwe nyuma ne apedi ensem so nabo Rashid Hassan Pelpu no nsem bia todwa se wiase nyina won hihye se eni kwansem kwada fi emfie bi eye adwuma se fimfie num ekomfie dun so nanso se o man Ghana mu uhwem a enkware wo man Ghana fimfie num ekodun so no honchem be adunu nwotwe na eye adwuma na hwe o man ayedi abro mfie aduosia de ensem fatan na so ye ne behwe se sanse no be yi e free ho.
Indeed, child labor remains one of the most pressing developmental challenges confronting the nation today, with an approximately 2 million children, representing 28%, said to be involved in child labor. Fellow Ghanaians, it is regrettable that after 60 years of independence, fellow Ghanaians has come to stay. We continue to attribute the independence of child labor to poverty. This is unfortunate, and we must do everything in our power to change the narrative for the better. As a country, we have all the laws, we have the policies and programs to deal with this menace decisively. What we require at this critical moment are concrete actions and solutions to this decade-long phenomenon. As stakeholders, we cannot look unconcerned as children continue to be robbed of their childhood, education, and aspirations. Today, we gather not merely to commemorate the day, but also to commit ourselves to transforming this vision into reality. Governments have made remarkable strides in the elimination of child labor, driven by a steadfast commitment to justice and human dignity. Through legislative reforms, policies, and strategic partnerships, we have made a significant headway, bringing the situation under control. Various interventions implemented to eradicate the canker are not far-fetched. Key amongst them include the development and implementation of 3 national plan of actions in the elimination of child labor, implementation of social interventions such as the Cocoa Enhancement Program, Ghana Cocoa Board Child Education School Program, Ghana School Feeding Program, Livelihood Empowerment Against Poverty, and capital grants to support vulnerable households, among others.
GAU, General Agricultural Workers Union, yani TUC, Ghana.
Yebedane ye ho age aboafo nkrato e ba enim ado ene mpanyifo betena se na omode nkomotwetwe na ato amoso na enim na minim se nkomo yi fatema wontumi ho ana
de bi ene ekuyafo nim we ye ohwa achechefo na se Ghana Education Service nkola ne betro nso hwe na kwan omofa so edi yi baabi ompese omokwakosu ade no ensakaya be mu kakra no na ye ba behwetwe ho nkomo na ya gye nkyiremu na ya hwese kwan ben ene obi de baabi obi okross you me ba no nye ho no fae ebi kura nso a akora no kwa kofa school kura na awufo na nka se ni mu hwe
ende no kura
tin ye ono ma bi na ye wo baabi nso esi grade obi won so a ono school no ati din ene de bonim grade kura o choose bi a or the school na akoto one bi na nso grade last grade no the last grade nso abeto last eno so bi no so say ye first tin ne ba ba gi nkyiremu ne hu se de be ya oboka na wo ba be ko school a enkwere me manya school na ye chini ade no ene ba twe hu nko
we de hu hia papa nti awofo behremu mema monko ye twa hu sima ye ba ene mado ne mpanyifo ebetena se na ensema ode atodwa efa ene ye ma omo betro BC school also omo fa ekwan kra ben also omo fa so school ben also omo fa grade ben also ohwe na ho ode no hu school ode befa we ne nkomo a ene mado ne mpanyifo ebetena se na o matwetwe nkomo hu hia entimisho men ko ba bia ye twa hu sima ye ba enim ne mpanyifo betena se na omo de nkomo no ato amoso